Hello everyone, I am back with Tarot Play, and yes, I have been a little lost and missing in action from this page, but I am slowly coming back. As you can see, I'm in a new setting. I have relocated to a new place, and I've also found a room for myself, and this is where I am starting the readings again. And I thought, what question is actually coming to my mind which I want to take for this tarot play? And I always take questions which are also relevant for me personally. So I do not, because I always feel like whenever I do readings which are important for the questions which are important for me, I end up doing readings which are much more detailed and which actually change me as a person after I have done those readings. And as always, I would tell you to follow your intuition when you are with these readings. And I hope that you find something for you which works for you. All the readings are just possibilities. So take your own logic and intuition into mind and then decide what you want to work with and what you want to just pass it on. Yes. Okay, so the question that I want to really take is that the year is ending, and this was year 2025, and a lot of people have been listening and hearing that this was the year of the snake, and this is the year 9, and it's like a closing up of a big cycle, and it has been the same for me also. And quite coincidentally, I also bumped into a snake last month, so I also kind of got symbolically caught up in this thing that yes, this is indeed a time to shed skin and get ready for 2026, which is year 1, and it is a horse year, which is basically a lot about speed, momentum, and catching things and doing fast. Just like the snake is more hidden and it's more closer to the earth, the and it has limited space, limited speed. Unlike that, horse is something which is, it can run very fast. It has 4 feet, and it is a very different type of an animal. Yeah, it is. The snake is a reptile, and this is a mammal which has a very different speed and orientation to the world. And I think this kind of change will be felt by most of us. So it might feel like till now we have been, kind of crawling in our very basic instincts and understanding and transforming and shedding skin. But 2026 will be a lot about getting up and taking a new shape and going ahead with something at a very lightning speed. And horse is also very symbolically related to Sagittarius, and I am understanding that next year will also be a lot about wisdom and travel and being able to find home away from home, like truly finding a home away from home, and gaining more autonomy, gaining more instincts for self discovery. And I hope it turns out to be a good year. So, what I really want to explore in this reading is what are we saying goodbye to for the with year 2025? What is the 9 year cycle culminating for us this year? Yes. So this is something that I really wanted to explore, because it will also help us to explore what we can actually put an end to or say goodbye to for ourselves. So, in case you are also looking for inspiration to say goodbyes or end certain things or shed certain skins, then this is a reading for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Um, my cards are already getting activated while saying this, and I'm already like very fast picking up some cards because it's like coming very almost, the message seems like ready to be out of this deck. Maybe there is one more card which needs to be, not being able to leave it. Okay, so what are we saying goodbye to for this year? Okay, my dear friends, it is card 10. It is a goodbye card. It is definitely a goodbye card. Now, if you will see that, so there is a lot of symbolism in it, And but what I can say very intuitively is that you are saying goodbye to a lot of, these are the goodbyes which will really serve you. Okay, some of you might have just recently gone through a betrayal, and this might be a betrayal that actually serves you in all its forms. So welcome the betrayal if it has happened to you, and if it has led to any kind of breaking off of relationships, or breaking, or you moving to a new place or something like that, then I would say that 10 is the number of endings, and 10 is also, 10 symbolizes beginning as well as end in the same breath. So this is, I think, telling us that there is an end to a certain kind of tradition, there is an end to certain kind of control of tradition on you, and you might be feeling more autonomous, and you might be feeling more self confident in some way. So this is a year ending which ends, this is the year where the betrayal ends, this is the year where you say goodbye to a very very old identity, this is a year where you say goodbye to a lot of tradition, and the traditional values or traditional way of doing things. 2026 will actually offer you an opportunity to do things in a new way. Yes. And what are you saying goodbye to? Okay, so this is the card 3. A few people might be saying goodbye to certain partnerships. As you can see that this person is really consulting certain people for the purpose of creating this wall or this building. And I have a feeling that this is actually a card of saying goodbye to partnerships that are not working for you, and the partnerships where you would probably you would want to be more independent after this. So in case you have been caught up in a setup where you feel like your autonomy is getting curtailed, then this might be a time where you might be saying goodbye to doing work with other people, and instead finding your own path and your way, or your own way of doing things. Yes, so this might be a time where you're saying goodbye to certain people that you have partnered up with in this year for the purpose of work, for the purpose of family, for the purpose of building wealth, anything on those lines. Yes, another thing that we are saying goodbye to. Okay, we are saying goodbye to conflict. 5. So this is a card of meaningful conflict and playful conflict. However, what I sense from here is that this year might have brought in a lot of inner conflict or outer conflict in your life, and this is the time you possibly 5 is also a number of change. So this conflict might have been fueled because it had to happen due to its purpose of bringing change in your life. And this is why I am feeling that maybe this is the year where you are now finally saying goodbye to conflict or competition, or people getting in your way, or you giving too much of a damn about what other people have to say. So a certain kind of I'm hearing and I'm seeing that a certain kind of group's influence on you, or group's power over you, or group's need to give too many suggestions to you, or control your work in any way. These are the things which are being said goodbye to with this year. And if you would see that these people are also kind of I mean, they're not letting each other do what they have to actually want to do. Yes, so I think this, all the reading is really telling me that you are moving towards from a groupie or partnership situation to more autonomous situation, because even after this we have 6 of Wands, and 6 of Wands is a card where you are found doing your own thing in your own way, and it is actually sitting on a horse after this. So it is after this card that the horse comes. So I am seeing that this is the time for you to say goodbye to conflict, or intercultural conflict, or conflict with people who are very different than you. And the conflict has served its purpose, the difference has served its purpose, and now the only next step is for you to become more confident about your direction, confident about yourself, and get onto that horse and ride it off into the sun. And of course, another thing that you are saying goodbye to is your Page of Swords energy. Page of Swords energy can be very rebellious, it can be very impulsive, and it can also be very kind of immature in its form of thinking. It is a way of thinking for yourself and not being able to see the bigger picture. And somewhere it is combining earth and air element. And Page of Swords energy can talk about you finally saying goodbye to a version of you which was more immature mentally in some way. Yes, so this might, the card after this is the Knight of Swords, and Knight of Swords is more fire, uh, fire and air. So I am, and it even the card after this which comes is another horse card. So I am thinking that what you would actually be experiencing right now from here on would be that you would be catching speed by doing a lot of new things, and instead of staying in one place and doing something in a same way, you would, I think, would be moving around a lot more in the next year and actually covering bigger distances as you go ahead. And I think this next card is a horse card. This also next card is a horse card. And yes, and this is actually a card of ending, complete ending. This card is 10 card which adds to one, but it is also the last stage. So that is why both beginning and endings. And this is the card of 3, which is 3. I mean, it's more like you have reached this stability that you had to reach with the help of people, and now from here on, the journey is faster, journey is more autonomous, journey is more gonna be including more distances and more faster thinking as well. So I hope that you have a great ending for this year, and then you slowly move into an amazing year one of the horse. I am completely waiting for it. And I hope that you also have a nice closing. And then the horse is coming up. Bye bye. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked this reading. Yes.